Hello and welcome to Developers Day in my Newton School. I'm Shom Kumar, I'm a front-end developer, and today we are going to continue our series of creating an NFT website. So far you have created the header section, the left part where we used buttons and the titles and everything. You have your code base set up. So in this video we are going to create the grid where you saw the GIS in the demo and the brand integration part below that. So code along with me, and by the end of this video you will have that section ready with you. So before starting, make sure that you have liked this video, you have subscribed to the channel, because I promise you that every time you visit my channel, you learn something new. Also check out Newton School. Newton School is a platform where they teach you full stack development, and they promise you that you'll get a job of minimum 5 lakh rupees per annum. And the best part is that you don't have to pay even a single penny until and unless you get a job. So do check them out. The link will be in the description below. Let's get started with the coding part. All right, now that the left part of the top fold is done, we are going to create the right part. So if you see the right part, it is just a diamond. It might not look like a diamond, but let me show you why I'm calling this as a diamond. Because if you just rotate all of the cards 45 degrees, it will form a diamond. So therefore, we will just minimize this top left, and next in the top right, let's start creating our diamond. So first of all, what I'll say is I'll create a div and I'll call it as top, give it a class name called t top fold right diamond. So I'll say top fold right and I'll call it as diamond. Perfect. Now here our diamond is going to come. So inside this diamond, we have some diamond item. So I'll create a div and I'll call it as a class name as, div. I'll give it a class name as top fold right diamond item. So this is just a diamond item inside my diamond. So diamond is basically the entire div which is going to wrap all of the cards, and each card will contain an image. So this image is going to be there. Now for this, I'll give it a class name of, let's say, top fold right diamond image, top fold right diamond image, IMG, and an alt text known as diamond banner. Let's say alt text as diamond banner. Now if I save this, obviously there is no image, therefore it is breaking. So from where I'm going to use the images, I'll just go to OpenSea. Now if you'll go to explore, you will see that we have these amazing NFTs here. Not here, I'll say all NFTs. We have certain NFTs here which are generally GIFs. So for those NFTs, what we can do is we can just go to that particular GIF and I can copy that. So from where I'll find those GIF, let's see. If you'll just explore, you'll find a lot of GIFs here on NFT's website. So right now, what I'll do is I'll just copy any of the GIF here. So let's see what kind of GIF we need. So first one is this aliens NFT. So for this, I'll say I'll search alien friends, not this alien. I guess this is alien friends, and inside this alien friends, nope, none of these are proper NFTs. So I'll just go to explore, and here I'll copy the NFT icon from this particular icon. None of them are coming up. Okay, I got one from here. So I'll just copy link address from here and I will paste it here inside the source. So I'll say src this. So I'm not copying, so I'm just using these GIF for educational purposes. So copyright to OpenSea only. I'm not claiming any copyright here, just for educational purposes. So if you'll see here, if I'll refresh this, okay, where is my GIF? Why is it not working? Let me see. Okay, so it's copy link address. Instead, I should have done copy image address. Now, if I do this, save it. Now, if I look, see, this particular GIF is working. Now, similarly, I'll copy 3 more GIF, but to copy the 3 more GIF, I'll have to copy this item thrice here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I'll just have to replace the link. So, I'll just find 3 more beautiful GIF for NFTs. Let's see. What's happening? I'm not finding anything particularly. So, we can find one from yesterday. It was coming up. I'll just go to top, and from top, Lady Ape we already copied, and then we have this woman ape. Let's copy this, copy image address, and I'll replace this HTTPS from this. Then the next one, we can copy, let us say, where are they? Tarzan apes, no, we don't need that. I can copy, let's say we can copy this, babies. Copy this, paste it here. Now you can always replace it if you don't like it. Or what I can do is you can just find your own GIF from here. What I'll do right now is, okay, this one I like. So I'll copy this image address. I'll shift myself here and I'll paste it here. I'll paste it here. Now if I'll see, let's see if this looks good. So these are the 4 GIF which are stacked on top of each other, I guess, because overflow is hidden. If I'll just go here and I'll remove the overflow hidden property, just a second. If I'll just remove the overflow hidden property from this div, max width, absolute center. Now you can see all the GIFs that we have. So I don't like this GIF in particular. So what I'll do is I'll just copy all the image addresses from here and I'll replace all of my GIF. You can find these GIF or you can find even better ones and replace it on your own. So copy image address and I'll replace this as well. So I'll replace this, save it. Now if I refresh it, yes, I have some better images here. Now what we will do is we will style these diamond items. So I'll go to my topfold.css and next to my info.label, we have topfold right. So for topfold right, I'll say the topfold right section. For this, I want it to be as display as flex, and I want flex to be as 1. So now what will happen? I have given right as well 1 and for left also 1. So both of this left and right will take equal space inside my div. So if you'll see here, now if I refresh it, it should be taking equal space. So let's just see if the class names are correct. So top fold right and top fold left, perfect. So I'll go to the CSS file again. Now instead, next to the top fold right and left, I also wanted to have a position of relative. I'll tell you why I gave this a position of relative in a moment. Now next to this, I have the diamond, right? So I'll say top fold right, IGST diamond. So diamond. Now for the particular diamond, I want it to be as display as flex, so that all the images are in a line, but I want it to be in a square. So what I'll do is I'll say flex wrap as wrap. So what flex wrap property does, that if the width is more, it will automatically go to the next line. Now if you'll see, all the images will go to the next line here. So next to this wrap, I want it to be, okay, so I'll transform it later, but before everything, let me style the image first of all, because it's bugging me a lot. So what I will do is I'll say tf right diamond item. Now for this particular item, I want it to be have a height of, let us say 280 pixel and a width of let's say 280 pixel as well, because I want it to be of a square. Now if I'll see, the GIF is even now GIF is too big. So let me style the GIF first of all. So I'll say top fold right diamond, not this, top fold right diamond item image item, and inside this particular item, if you'll see here, now in the index file, inside my top fold item, I have this image, right? So for this, I will say top fold right item image, diamond item image, diamond item. Okay, what's the class name? And next to this, I'll say the image inside this. For this, I want it to have a height of 400 pixels. That's it. Yeah, now you can see all the 4 GIFs are visible, a little visible. So we can do it next to this. So apart from this, I want it to have a height of this. And for this item, I want overflow to be hidden. So I'll say overflow to be hidden. And next to this property, I want it to have be absolutely center. So for my diamond item here, I will say absolute center, and I'll copy this style for all the items, for this as well, for this as well, and for this as well. Now if I save it, everything will be at center, but still it's not wrapping in a div. So what I can do is, I can go here, border radius pointer overflow hidden margin block. Okay, so what I can do is, inside my CSS file, for this image, I can say that object fit as contain. Now this, the blocks will contain the entire image, and I'll say display as block. So there is something missing here. So I'll just quickly inspect it and see what is missing. Maybe I'm writing the class name as differently, because, okay, item, for the item, okay, this class names are not being applied. So, okay, this needs to be diamond item. Okay, this particular class is not, these styles are not being applied actually. So let me just quickly check why is it happening. So I'll copy this, I'll go here, I'll say I'll paste it, and you can see there is something wrong. Diamond item, it should be there, right? So I just copy this particular class name and I'll paste it here instead of this. Now it should be working. Yes. Now there was some spelling mistake in the class names that I was typing. So make sure that you are not making those mistakes. Now as you can see, these are in a square. Now what will happen if I have to rotate my diamond by 45 degrees? You will see something really cool. So I'll say transform as rotate by 45 degree. 45 degree. Perfect. Now you can see my diamond is rotated by 45 degrees. But if you'll see that it is, first of all, it is cropping out, and the next thing is that my images are also transformed. So what I will do is, inside my transform item, I'll say first of all I need some margin. So I'll say I need some margin of 6 pixel. Now there is some margin in between. The next thing is that I want it to rotate back. So I'll say transform and I'll say rotate. Now we rotated it by 45 degrees. What if I rotate each of the item by minus 45 degree? It should go back to its original place. Now see, now if I rotated it by minus 45 degree, it all automatically rotated by to its original place. Also, I can see that here I need some space. So I'll quickly go to my index.file. I'll open up my left thing, and next to the heading here we need some space. So save it. Now it's looking fine. Also now I want some border for each of these. So to give the border, I'll go to my topfold.css. For each of the item, I want, first thing that I want is cursor to be pointer. So I'll say cursor to be pointer, save it. Next to my cursor pointer, I want it to have a overflow of hidden. I've already given. Let's give it a border. So I'll give a border of 3 pixel solid, and the color needs to be white. Now if you will see, it has some white border as well, and it is looking like exactly like a photo, how we wanted it to look. Now let's give it some border radius on top. So to give the border radius on top, I will say border radius of 12 pixel. So these are some, now it's looking quite good. If I save it and if I look at it, it looks quite good. So let me show you at the screen as well. The border radius is looking exactly how we wanted it to look. So now that our top fold is done, okay, so this is happening because the text is quite different. Therefore, you see a change here, right? Explore. Okay, we missed one property. In our button, we missed this property to transform the text to capitalized. Okay, so what we will do is, I'll just quickly see that what we are missing in the button here. So now if you'll see in the button, we are passing it as explore and everything, but in the CSS, we are not making it as transform as capital. So what we can do here is, inside our button.css, we can, for here, we can say text transform as uppercase. Perfect. Now, if you'll see for here, the button is capitalized. Okay, perfect. Now this, our top fold is done. We can now create the brands integration part. So if you look at the brand integration part here, also before brand integration, we have something in the background. You see this light of purple color shade here. So let's integrate that. And for that purpose only, inside my topfold.css here, I gave this property of relative. I'll tell you why. Now let's go to our topfold index file and let's create a div here. Now inside my topfold index file, let me close my left, and inside the right, let me close all my diamond. Now above this diamond, if you will see, we have another div here that I'm going to create, and let's call this div as top fold right here. Let's create a div and let's give it a class name of top fold right tf right, and let's call it bg background blob. This is it. So we are giving this unusual name because at the background it's like a blob. So for this, now let's style this particular blob. Copy this blob item from class name from here, and for this particular blob we are going to give it some styles. So what kind of style is we are going to give it? I'm going to give it a height of 550 pixel, a width of 550 pixel as well, width of 550 pixel. Now to show you how it is looking, I'll just give it a background color of let's say aqua. See, it's looking like this. Now I'm going to spread it. To spread it, what kind of property we need? We need filter, and I want to first of all blur it. So to blur it, by how much quantity? I want it to be 160.58. This is just my experimental value that I got while creating a website. You can experiment with different values. So now you can see that it is spreading out very neatly. Next up, what I want is I want to be a little downwards. So therefore, I want it to have a position of absolute. Now, how relative and absolutes are working? Now, if a div is relative and if a child is at absolute position to it, we can give it any position and it will stay there. So therefore, I give this particular position relative to my tf right. tf right. Okay, perfect. Now this has a position of absolute. Now if you'll see, it is here. But since it is coming above everything, I want it to be at the backwards. So first of all, I'll give it a z index of 19 minus 99 so that it's below everything. And the next thing that I want to give it is obviously, let's say, apart from this thing, let's make it from left. I want it to be at 30%. So from left, if it is 30%, which means from left from here, it is at 30%, and from right as well, from top as well, I want it to be at 30%. Now if you look, it is here now, but we are making some mistake here. So instead of tf making it as relative, we can make this particular div as right. So it's making some mistake. We are making some mistake here because, okay, so we're not making any mistake. We are actually transforming it to its position from the left. So this particular blob is here. We want to transform it a little to the left side. So what we will do is we will say transform, translate minus 50%. So now what minus 50% will do is it will take it minus 50% towards the left. Now also what we can do here is we can change the background color to be the actual blob color that we wanted. So the actual blob color that we had here is I'll just copy this inside a variable. So I'll go to my variables.css file, and inside my variable.css file I'll copy this bg blob. So I'll say bg blob. So this bg blob will be RGBA and 143 0 255 and then finally 0.35. And now I'm going to use this bg blob inside my topfold.css. So instead of aqua, we will use variable. I'll say bg blob. Perfect. Now you can see that this div is working perfectly, but it is not positioned how we wanted it to be. So what we will do is we will put it a little upwards and towards the left. So I will say from the left, keep it 20%. Yes, this is where we want. And from the top, I also want it to be 20%. A little top, this will do. So I'll say top 10% will do. Also, let's keep it from top 0. Not 0, let's keep it 10%, and perfect. Now this looks good. If you'll see here, this is how it looks and this is how it looks. So now the background blob is also there. The next thing that I want here is this particular brand integration that we have here. So for the brand integration, if you will see here, yep, the website looks quite good. For the brand integration, we need a particular image. So this particular image, you can directly download it from the internet, or I can provide you the GitHub link. You can get it from there. The GitHub link will be in the description. Do check out the GitHub repo, or make sure that you're giving a star to my GitHub repo. So I'll just, you can either copy it from there, or what I'll do is inside my assets folder, inside my common folder, inside my source folder, I'll create a assets folder. Assets. Now this assets will contain everything that I need. So the first thing that I need is brand's logo, right? So I'll have this downloaded here. I'll copy it from here and I'll paste it here inside my assets. So I can't paste it directly from here. So what I'll do, I'll open up my NFT. I'll paste it inside my assets. So if I paste it, you can see the brand's logo is here. So let me go to my brand's logo. For this, I'll go to my brand's integration file. I'll close this. Now inside my brand's integration file, if you will see, I need to use this particular image here. So for this, as usual, you know the class name. So before that, let me import the style file that I have, which is brands integration.css. I have imported my style file here. Now for this, I will give it a class name of brands integration. Now instead of a text here, I want a image here. So for this, I'll say image. I'll close it. I'll give it a alt text first of all. The alt text will be brand integration logos, and then I'll give it a class name. The class name will be let's say, okay, actually we don't need some class name, or maybe we can give it a class name to style the image. So I'll say again bi logos, and the alt text I can make it brand logos. Now it looks good. Now the source. So for React, if you want to import, now if you're using create React app, if you want to import some local image, you'll have to import it like this. I'll say require, then this, and then the relative path. So the relative path is go back, go to assets, and then it will be brand logos.png. Perfect. Now if you'll see my application here, this is the image that we have. We just have to style it now. So I'll go to the brands integration CSS file, and in this I'll write the class name for first of all the brand integration, which is brand integration, and here I'll say the width needs to be 80%. Perfect. Let me see how it looks. It looks good. So the 80% is at between, if I can see on the screen, let me show you. So this is taking just 80% of the screen. The next state, okay, brands integration. So it's taking 80% of the screen here. So first of all, let me style the logos first of all. So I'll say brand logos. For this, I want the height to be 160 pixel. 160 looks quite good. If I can show you here, you can see that 160 is looking good. I just want it to be at the center of this particular div. So for this, I will just do one thing. I'll go to my brands integration file, and here I'll say absolute center. So you can see the benefit of using common classes here. I just declared absolute center once, and I'm using it again and again in my code base. So now you can see that it looks good. We just have to give it a margin. So margin auto, because itself this brands integration is of 80%, and if we want to center it, I want it to have a margin of auto. Now if you'll see, it is at the center. Now I want a few more things. I want a padding. The padding to be from top and bottom, I want to be 24 pixel, and from left and right, I want to be 0 pixel. Now it looks quite good. If I scroll down, this is how it looks. The next thing I want it to have is cursor pointer. So I'll say cursor pointer. Perfect. Now the brand integration part is also done. So this is it. This is where we completed the brands integration and the this part, which we known as the diamond, which was basically a diamond. So for the next part, we are going to create this trending NFT section. So see you in the next video where we'll create this scroll bar where we are having trending NFT section. See you in that video. Make sure you have liked this video. If you're enjoying this series, do comment it out what part you are finding it easy to understand. If you are facing any issues while coding, do comment it out. I'll help you for sure. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.